Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Geeking Out podcast. I am the Athletic Geek, and, we are still deviating away from WCW and the Monday Night Wars a little bit, just
And we
slightly.
thank you for your support.
We will be back with that very, very shortly, but
God damn it.
the more we keep going on to there, the sooner we get through all this, the sooner we get to the NWO and the Cruiserweights, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, all that good stuff.
DJ joining us for an episode.
If Hulk Hogan's not on it, I'm sure she would.
We don't need to do a lot of that.
But there is another match, a very good match, in my opinion. Some people consider it one of the greatest that I know EZ has not watched. It is a match that for the longest time was considered kind of the gold standard of pro wrestling. And it is none other than Mitsuharu Misawa versus Toshiaki Kawada, or as it's just been referred to on the internet, simply as 6'3", It's a match held in very high regard. I've seen it twice in my life, because that's kind of the thing with some matches that I really like, much like movies. I don't like to watch them all the time because I like it to feel special when I do watch it. So this is my third time viewing this match. It is EZ's fourth time viewing this match, or first time rather. I saw a number 4 over there on the on my wall, and I'm like, 4? But yeah, EZ has never seen any of the King's Road All Japan stuff.
I just realized I was on mute.
I
was gonna say I've never seen this match before. I've only seen one New Japan show, and it's G1 Supercard.
Yeah, so man, we gotta watch more. We just gotta get you. This whole podcast isn't just to get you cultured. These parts of it aren't just to get you cultured.
I'm uncultured?
When it comes to wrestling, maybe just a tad. There's a big world out there you haven't experienced. I'll just say that much.
Fair point.
Not going to call you uncultured. I'm just going to say you've scratched the surface of the world that is out there as far as great wrestling. So this match is available on YouTube. There is no exact way to guarantee this match will stay on YouTube. I mean, before this podcast even goes live, this video could be taken down. Unfortunately, I have to say at this point, you will just have to find there's many.
Well, there's many ways to find 6 years ago, so I'm sure it'll be all right for now.
For now, yes. If it gets unuploaded, my best advice would be look, you're just gonna have to find that. There are plenty of online vendors, High Spots, IVP videos that sell DVDs with this match. I can enclose some links to how to purchase those as well. But yeah, this is just one of those matches that it doesn't have a New Japan World or a Netflix or a Peacock on it to guarantee its availability. But there are there are ways to get a hold of it, and on some of it you might have to meet us halfway if you want to watch with us. But this video is on YouTube right now. I will include a link. We want to thank the Ant2244 for uploading this video
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
It's still alive.
Still alive for right now. If you're watching along on the YouTube link, right now we are all staring at a screen full of stars. And
it's as if we're watching the Turner logo pop up. If anybody remembers those VHS tapes.
Bum, 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 Turner, yes.
I don't know.
Uh,
I remember I had them on my old Bugs Bunny VHS
yeah,
tapes.
Bugs Bunny. I had some on the Jetsons tapes.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
But go ahead, pull that up in the link if you want to watch it that way. If not, put in your DVD and just wait for us to say the bell rings and or whatever. It's not going to be any. This is not an easy one, but this is a match that I'd like to watch and has actually been requested by some folks. So go ahead and press play now.
There you go. Ooh, shiny.
I have so many bootleg All Japan VHSs with that I, feel like I do own some VAP videos.
Oh, and we start with
That was their theme
a
to their
Yankee song.
that's their theme to their show.
Oh, yeah then. All right. Okay, now my next question. I'm if there isn't, I won't be. I'm not gonna have a problem with it. But will there be English commentary?
No, it's Japanese.
Okay, then I just gotta have to guess.
Yeah.
Where's Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa when you need them?
They would ruin this match, honestly, and I'm shooting with that one.
Then.
Yeah, they
Okay. Oh, shit, are we in the Tokyo Dome?
I don't know if they're in the Tokyo Dome. I will Google that real quick. I don't know what arena this. I'm losing my my internet Smart Mark fan card, not knowing the venue of this immediately.
Oh, and insert WWE live crowd. The audio crowd. They all popped for a yellow door.
They're showing where the wrestlers are getting dressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely not the Tokyo Dome, but
Nah.
it's definitely a big ass arena. One thing I like with the Japanese culture is like their wrestling fans just seem so interesting.
What's your take on that as somebody who, hasn't really followed Japanese wrestling as much as I have?
Yeah. Like they all seem so calm and they're just watching fights.
Yeah.
And then the only time it looks like Japan's about to riot is when Kenta ruins the.
They were gonna. They got that bad. Bullet Club marks overrate that moment so much. They were
Be quiet. I loved it.
Yeah. That the fans were about to riot like the first time the Bullet Club showed up. They were about to riot and look like and booed and do it like that. That is a misnomer. The New Japan has westernized. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they've westernized the Japanese crowd quite a bit. Yeah. So it's that is a misnomer that the Bullet Club fans of today like to play up. It's like no. We're still it's still relevant. See. No, it's just.
Yeah. So who do we got here with the belt?
That is Mitsuharu Masao. Toshiaki Kawada, the challenger, just made his entrance. He's being seconded by Kenta Kobashi, another legendary wrestler. That's another match. Some of the stuff with Kobashi, we're going to have to watch that later.
He's idolized, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Everybody. He is... So the big thing with Masao was he was Tiger Mask 2. He took off his mask voluntarily to wrestle as himself. And the old ace or top star of All Japan Pro Wrestling was Jumbo Tsuruta. Nice. And then Misawa got a big upset win over Tsuruta to basically set his, march to the top in motion. And it led to a whole big storyline. Definitely check out friend of the show, Joseph Montecilio's Walking the King's Road. series he has on his channel for a much better and more well thought out and better explained explanation on all this. But pretty much those two were a tag team, but now Kawada is looking to show how good he is as a single, show that he's not in Masawa's shadow.
I can't read or speak Japanese, but I'm sure this is awesome. Okay, remember I kind of missed this, but okay, we got all the we got all the confetti. Okay,
Streamers, yeah, that was a
the
big.
streamers. Sorry,
That's like a big welcoming in Japan is the throwing of streamers.
well, that's where Ring of Honor got their ideas.
Yes, Ring of Honor took that from.
Wish WWE would do that, but they would just kick us out.
Yes.
Come on, Hunter, you know you want to do it, especially for WrestleMania.
The thing is with the WrestleMania crowd, like for every person throwing streamers, there'll be somebody like throwing like a bottle of soda at, Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or somebody. Go like, oh, look at me, I did that. It's me, I did that.
Also, I like how the Ring of announcer, like, he just had his own guy holding the microphone. Hey, Robert, you should do that too.
Budokan Hall is where the internet is telling me this
Okay.
this match took place.
Right. This is also something I kind of miss is, like, there would be photographers all over the ringside just getting all the matches. I actually miss that. Like, all right,
Yeah, Nippon Budokan Hall is where this match took place. So it's another bigger. I mean, not like as. It's another like famous wrestling arena in Japan. Like other than just the Tokyo Dome, it's
Okay.
like
like Madison Square Garden.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool.
Madison Square Garden, or like the Omni, places like that. It's kind of famous for that.
Oh. Sorry, I tried turning on the captions, thinking whether there's an English translation. So
No.
it kind of skipped the video a little bit, so I might be behind or ahead.
Uh,
I'm at 7:25 now.
I'm at 7:34. So
Okay, I'll catch up then.
here, try and catch up. I'm at 7:41.
3, 2. Okay, cool. I'm at
7:45.
7:47.
Okay, yeah, we're close enough now. There is no English in this.
Okay.
This match took place before there really was a huge market for that. New Japan realized that there is a market for having an English translation, but back then, this was
nice kick.
yeah. The internet was in its infancy. The only people that knew about this match were tape traders. So there really wasn't a market for All Japan to release an English version of this.
Okay, it was just a body slam, not.
It wasn't a body slam. It was like he dropped him on his head.
We got All Japan Pro Wrestling written on the rings. Hey, AEW, remember when you did that for your first season?
Now they have DraftKings. Now they have DraftKings written on their rings.
Fuck DraftKings and fuck gambling sites. I don't gamble.
That brings them extra money in, which is needed.
Well, it's better than cryptocurrency.
I'm
So
not.
it's
I'm
where
not, I'm
it's
not going to completely bash cryptocurrency because one of my favorite IndyCar drivers, if I like wear any of his gear, I'm wearing a cryptocurrency shirt.
I like Renus VK too, but I don't care for Bitcoin.
I was talking about Connor Daly.
Oh, okay. Well, Renus VK is also sponsored by crypto.
Yeah.
So, and thank God AEW was not sponsored by FTX. Then we'd all be bankrupt. 'Cause that company went bankrupt. Anyways, this is what happens when you listen to an episode. We just jibber jabble, but we are watching this match, and I am impressed. It's just slow start so far, but just getting into it.
See, to me, like matches that start slow are better matches because like you build to something. I.e., why, here's my jibber jabber. Why have I said all of the Young Bucks and Death Triangle matches have sucked? Because it's just like out the gate, it's like, all right, we've already done this big move. It's like, okay, so that big
Oh,
move.
big move! Whoa!
Yeah, it's another thing. As Joseph says on his series, Masawa's elbow is God, and if you get hit with one of his, like his elbow will like turn the tide of a match, like that.
Oh, oh! Shit! Okay, okay.
Oh,
You just got hit in the throat,
mm-hmm,
or almost. That's
pretty well.
damn.
Kawada was able to counter with an elbow of his own.
Okay. So, is this particular match? She was part of a pay-per-view, or was
It
this
is part of like a big. In Japan, they kind of just have tours, and then like during the
okay?
tour, they'll have like a big match. Like New
So
Japan,
I guess
even
like
kind of.
similar to like boxing pay-per-views. You have like your main event is blah versus blah, and then there's like several undercards or whatever.
Well, like they'll just have like because in Japan they don't have like even to this day in New Japan they don't have like a there is no version of like Dynamite or Raw for New
Oh, obviously,
Japan.
I know they don't have like their own shows. Which
They'll just do they'll like go on tour for 3 weeks and then like they'll broadcast this. Here's matches from you know the show on this date from this tour. Whenever they do eventually air on TV, because this was on TV, but it wasn't like live. Or at least I don't think it was live. Somebody else who might know could correct me because I do not make a Kings Road documentary series on my channel, so I do not know the ins and outs. That's why I watch Joseph's.
Man, the day we go to Tokyo for a New Japan show, that'd be insane.
Gotta go for the dome though. Can't really go for anything else.
Yeah. And to our lovely viewers, this is where you'll pitch in to help support the Patreon so we can fly to Japan.
I don't think people like us that much.
You should, damn it. We're such good shit. You help Geek with his wrestling trips, and then you help me with my hockey trips.
See, now you've already turned him off by saying hockey.
And what's wrong with hockey? It's big. There's fighting in hockey too.
It's not as good as wrestling, and they don't want you to think that they're paying for hockey. Chop to the back. You don't see that very often these days, but I feel like it's a good.
More chops.
I feel like that's something that's like in the right match with the right story. Like that's something that could be explored like in wrestling today, like chopping the back. Especially somebody like an Eddie Kingston or a Danielson or a Moxley could do something like that. A Wheeler Yuta. Claudio Castagnoli, yeah, they could pretty much all the Blackpool Combat Club.
Omega.
Maybe Kenny never really doesn't seem to really rely on chops to me. He's not like he has his striking moves, but he doesn't. He's not like Misawa and Kawada where he's like about the strikes other than like the V triggers.
Yeah.
That's not saying he couldn't. That's just saying like I think about Bryan Danielson's chops. I think about Eddie Kingston's chops. I don't think chops and strikes when it comes to Omega. It's like football, there's certain teams, you think of, wow, this is a real grinded out, run team. And there are other teams that you're like, oh, they've had good running backs, but they're not a running team.
That's the Japanese crowd. So, oh, that is a bleeding ear. Oh, okay then. Whoa. But as I was saying, you don't see like wrestling posters or just fans going wild. Again, that's what's so fascinating with Japanese crowd is like they're there just to watch a match, no interruptions or distractions.
Then, now New Japan's really, like I said, they've really in modern times really westernized it where like you don't see like as many signs as the American crowd. You don't see like
Well,
you don't
nowadays,
see signs not
honestly,
related to
I don't,
wrestling, but you see a lot more signs in Japan now.
but now I don't really see like people really bringing wrestling posters anymore. It's just everyone on their smartphones getting pictures.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the late '90s to maybe I guess the mid 2010s is I think you see rise and fall of people bringing
Well,
posters
the other
to.
thing is like if you wanted something to be seen or said or people to see it in the 90s, you put it on a sign. Now like you post it on Twitter.
Yeah.
If I
Although
want to
when I went
if I
to
want to put on there,
yeah
in the
when I
mid
went
'90s, if I
to
want to say Jay White sucks, before social media, I'd have to bring a sign that says Jay White sucks. But now I just put on Twitter Jay White sucks
yeah.
and have a bunch of angry people come at me, and I love it until they
Whoa,
say they're
whoa,
going to
whoa,
kill me.
whoa! There we go. Touch to the leg. Okay. Oh, massive kicks. Oh, now we getting somewhere. I think this wrestling truck almost makes him look like the Green Power Ranger. I don't know. That's just me trying to be funny.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have been called Power Rangers with how their gear looked in Japan. People used to chant that Liger.
Oh, MVP for one. I think a one-time chant. Oh, that's something I'd never ever see someone try to get out of the Boston Crab is literally just kick the guy in the face. He's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. You just gotta click quiet for a moment.
Yeah, I'm into this match.
Okay. And more kicks. Oh. This is good, like technical wrestling. I like.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Kawada's known for his kicks, so Misawa is targeting Kawada's legs.
Hey, you can use the other leg to try to just like knee him or something.
Again, hey, if the Young Buck's gonna fly,
Yeah,
why don't you
he's your
just like start
shot.
kicking the shit out of the Young Bucks' legs? Oh wait, that's because they're not gonna sell it, and they'll just jump right back up and go, "I'm fine. I'm. We are the Young Bucks, and we are totally fine right now. We don't have time. We don't have time to sell your leg. We got to do a top rope indie taker fuckinator."
Yeah, audience trying to rally them up.
That's something else. Like in all Japan, like you had heel and face alignments, but it like wasn't as pronounced. Like there were times that just depending on the crowd, the role would be reversed for that match.
Mm.
Like, there'd be times where, like, Masawa, who's the ace of the company and the most popular star, like, if he's wrestling another guy who's in his hometown, he'll be the heel. Or if he's wrestling in a town that don't like him that much, he's just the heel. And, there are times where,
Yeah.
arguably the greatest gaijin wrestler to ever go to Japan, Stan Hansen, despite the fact that he's American, there'd just be certain crowds that were on Hansen's side over the Japanese guys. And then there'd be times where, the Stan Hansen would be the evil American trying to stop you know, stop the title reign, or, keep from winning the title, the native Japanese wrestler. So it's all just kind of circumstantial. I mean,
Oh.
now, at least in New Japan, because that's about the only Japanese wrestling I watch now, like, it's a lot more pronounced. There's more definitive heel face alignments. But back then, it was just kind of like everything was circumstantial and who's playing heel, who's playing face in that match.
I get that.
Like, you. And there'll be times they both wrestle noble, and then one of them will take, like, one desperate cheap shot, and then that'll make them the heel for the match.
Sounds about right.
About like racing, like, okay, hey, this is a noble person. Oh, he did a bump and run for this on this last lap.
Like Earnhardt and Labonte.
Well, Earnhardt was always the heel unless you were an Earnhardt fan. Let's be real. Other than maybe the 98 Daytona 500, Earnhardt was the heel in every race he was in unless you were a Dale Earnhardt fan.
I lived in North Carolina.
Well, his hometown crowd booed him. But to that end, Kyle Busch gets cheered in Las Vegas, so there you go.
Yeah. I feel like he's now going to get, like, cheered, or, well, hopefully this doesn't sound outdated, that, I don't know, I think I kind of like him. That was a great kick. I think I might like him better when he goes to Richard Childress. I don't know. I just feel like
I won't. I will never like Kyle Busch.
I mean, you went from one D bag to another replacement in Ty Gibbs, which, given the circumstances, while I do show respect for his family, I still think he's a D bag driver.
Oh, he is. But screw Ty Gibbs, we got this match right now.
Oh, nice counter.
Yep. Masawa's elbow was God, because now the momentum is always halted if Masawa can get a good elbow strike in.
So these guys still active, or do they just do their own thing these days?
Kawada is not active anymore, and unfortunately, Masawa in 2009 passed away in the ring after a bad move.
Why do I feel like that sort of sounds familiar? But nice counter. Now we gotta fight. I'm assuming they're screaming at him to go for the cover.
Yeah. People like Kawada. People like Kawada, and people do kind of want to see him win. It is kind of like
sweet. Sorry.
No.
First and last time I'll say that.
No.
Yeah, he's going for a power bomb. Oh, not yet. Kicks to the back of the head. Also something I rarely see these days.
So that's something else. Masawa has been working the leg pretty well the whole match to try, weaken Kawada's kicks. Kawada is softening up Misawa's head for his finisher. And hey, look, see that? That's selling. That's selling. That's selling. That's something that we don't like to do these days. In quote unquote 5-star matches.
Oh, chopping the neck.
Again, something else I'd like to see brought back. Oh hey, my finisher is a power bomb or a pile driver like move. Chop the neck.
No, the audience just coming alive. Oh. Oh. I can see why Eddie likes this kind of style.
Oh yeah.
If I ever meet him, I'll tell him that I watched this match. No. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
that ear though.
Yeah, that no look good. Oh my god. No. So what's he? Is he trying to stop his finisher? I'm assuming.
Yeah, he has a couple finishers: a Tiger Driver, an Emerald Explosion.
Oh my god. And the ref just makes one weird leap. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
there's Paul Driver.
Tiger
Two.
Driver. Nope.
Ooh. So that's one of the finishers. Was that power bomb?
Yeah, it's one of his like finisher slash signature moves.
Okay. Oh, top rope. What do we got? Frog splash. Ooh.
Sorry,
I'm
we're
assuming
we're really just into
there
this
are
match, guys.
submissions in. I'm assuming there are submissions in all Japan, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know if he was like trying to like knock him out or something.
I mean, you can't like make him submit or try and make him pass out from the pain, but yeah.
Hmm. Oh, this one up top again. Whoa! Nice counter.
He counters, but then he can't follow up because he's been having his ass whipped and just took a tiger driver and
Well, let's see. Nope. Ref was saying like no elbow to the face or something.
open your fist up.
Oh, okay.
And he's saying like it wasn't a punch; it was that's a rule that's not really enforced much. But in wrestling there is supposed to be no closed fist strikes.
Whoa!
Big
Nice
time
flip.
lariat. Oh,
Oh, power bomb! Oh boy! Wow! I love that one guy in the background just jumping.
yeah, this match definitely holds up today.
No, this is awesome.
Another strike to the injured ear. That's something else like the exhaustion is playing a factor into the match. That's something else, like the take the finisher, then roll outside the ring. They can't pin you out there. I,
Yeah.
I like little things like that in my wrestling. All those streamers are just outside the ring right now.
Here we go again. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Oh. Oh. You gonna try again? Why not?
Got to the rope.
Oh, what's this hold he's going with?
Just want a submission hold.
Oh, it's just. Oh, I think I saw his hand tap. Yep. What are they chanting?
Kawada,
Oh, okay.
Kawada or Misawa. I can't really get a good, because I have
I think I
mine.
heard
I have
Sawa.
mine on mute, so I can just hear what yours is
Ah,
picking up. So I can't really tell, but they're either chanting Misawa or Kawada.
okay. I didn't realize you had yours on mute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and they're
and
back.
there's the elbow. Again, that elbow will turn the tide of any match.
Have either of them done any like matches in WCW or maybe WWE or
No,
strictly just Japan? Oh, okay.
Japan. Yep.
Nice.
Misawa did a couple matches in Ring of Honor in 2007. Not like a regular part, but it was like kind of a big deal of, hey, we got Misawa coming to America. Come see it if, because
Uh,
that's not going to
yeah.
happen very often. Kawada never had any interest in coming to America to wrestle.
Good for him.
Kawada is a very, very proud Japanese nationalist from what I've read about him. I don't know if that's true, but like he is a very much a.
Oh,
Yeah.
what we got? Oh, okay. You know, it's low key kind of giving me like Walter Pete Dunne vibes from NXT Takeover New York. That like
Yeah.
it kind of had like a slow start, but then it's starting to pick up a little bit with the action.
Uh, a lot of people, especially in today's internet, bitch about slow starts, but it's like that's like you're supposed to want things to build. To me, like that makes a match better
I,
that starts slow. You don't.
I think for me, it's just I love like anything like good action pace. Again, good action pace that always keeps my attention. But this match is it's not bad. I'm liking it.
It's, like you gotta like when you're in an actual fight. You feel each other out. The first round you're not usually
Oh,
throwing haymakers in the first. In round one.
oh, oh! Here we go. Oh, holy shit!
That rolling kick is so cool.
That's that's something I definitely don't see with today's content. Like just a
No,
rolling front kick.
it'd be the rolling kick thunder party.
Okay, I'm hearing Kawada.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Once again, Masala goes to the outside.
Man, don't mind me. I'm just taking a nap. So are there countouts with this or
Yeah.
okay? Well, at least the ear stopped bleeding. Oh, already on the attack. Oh no. Oh, blocking the elbow. That is something I wish I'd see more. Oh, holy shit.
Fury of elbows. Roaring
Oh,
elbow.
oh. And, whoa, shit.
And there it is.
So he retained the title?
Yes, he just won.
Okay, okay. Making sure. I'm making sure it was the right guy.
Yep. Kawada's first crack at the Masawa and the title did not,
No.
That's something else, there in Japan, especially in old Japan, there was like a, except for like Masawa's breakout, like there was a build. Like you waited a long time to be the champion. You didn't just come and be like, I'm the champion now. Or, they also didn't have an internet going, why isn't so and so the champion right now? Like he just had the match. Like, what? You need to change the title now. Why haven't you?
Now, I'm noticing he's got like, I think he like walked out with like 3 belts or something. So
It
I'm
was
like,
it was 3 belts unified. It's called the Triple Crown Championship.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it
Winner.
was.
Bingo.
The belts are in fact was the NWA United National Championship, the NWA International
Oh,
Heavyweight Championship, and the PWF World Heavyweight Championship unified. Create
and
the
and a giant trophy.
yeah. In Japan, they one of the traditions was you get a trophy for every successful title defense or for winning the title.
That's actually pretty cool.
Kind of gotten a little bit away from that today in modern New Japan, but like that was always like a big deal. Is like
Yeah. And then WWE tried that with their own World Cup trophy, and that didn't turn out well.
the main event. The last one they just had, the main event was amazing.
Hmm. I was talking about the first time they had it.
Yeah, but the last time they did, the only, I mean, some people shit on it because internet coolness dictates you shit on it, but like I
Yeah.
thought it was.
The respect they're showing for the guy who lost. Oh, a good little handshake there. Oh, and that's it.
Yep, that is pretty well the match. So that was your first exposure to All Japan Kings Road, 90s All Japan Kings Road style. What'd you think?
I that was not bad. Like definitely the ending was really awesome, or just like the final build up to whoever was gonna win it next. But overall, like obviously it's not like my kind of style, like for wrestling wise. Having said that, though, I will still give huge respect for other brands that have their own little matchups or like wrestling styles. And honestly, that was awesome. Given that like I've been exposed to like New Japan wrestling before with G1 Supercard,
And
or
that probably wasn't the best
Supercard of
interpretation
Honor.
of the
Well, obviously
G1.
not. But having said that, it was still pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
will say that. I would definitely see why like guys like Eddie Kingston love this kind of style.
yeah. So, would you want to watch more, or does it need to? If it's not doing like the Young Bucks, we need to cancel it out, like some people on
I
the internet are
think I
saying.
would rather maybe like wait until Wrestle Kingdom than try to get like into little New Japan, All Japan, whatever kind of Japan kind of moods.
So there's plenty out there from Japan you haven't seen that we gotta
I'll,
get
I'll
you in.
definitely, I'll definitely like take in all the requests. You can just reach us out to our socials. We'll watch them.
Yeah, there's because there's other Kawada matches that are really good. There's one thing I will ask you: if I send you the link to Joseph's series on this whole thing that happened, would you watch that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because it's Eddie Kingston approved, and if Eddie Kingston is wrong, I don't want to know what right is.
That's for sure.
Except for we have different favorite baseball teams. That's like one of the only real things me and Eddie Kingston disagree on.
Same here.
But yeah, that was 6-3-94. Some say it was the greatest match of all time, and I don't think it was, but I see why people believe that. And yeah, there's going to be more Japanese wrestling, but next time we'll get back to Old Faithful. We'll get back to Nitro.
Yeah. So we can finally explain what the hell happened.
Exactly. But thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, we'll see you.